Hello, everyone. This is Kim Quady with KimPlaysWithPaper.com. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mesa, Arizona, and I love to pop on live about once a week and show you what I've been working on in my craft room. Gosh, exciting news. Tomorrow, Wednesday, September 4th, or it's 12:01 Mountain Time on the 4th, Stampin' Up's holiday mini catalog goes live. So that means there's a whole brand new catalog full of all kinds of awesome crafting things for fall, winter, holiday. So there's stamp sets and dies and designer series paper and embossing folders and ribbons and embellishments. Oh my, all kinds of really exciting things. And as a demonstrator, I've been able to pre-order some of those. So I was going to share a fun little bundle that I purchased ahead of time and show you some of the designer series paper and some of those card samples so that you're ready and you've seen what some of the things are that are available. So if you just pop down to my workspace here, we'll get started. Hey, Melinda, thanks so much for joining. We're going to be playing with some new products from the Stampin' Up's holiday catalog, which goes live at 12:01 Mountain Time tonight. Well, I hope things are well in West Virginia today. Still hot here in Arizona, which is probably not a surprise, but we're hoping in a couple weeks we might have a little reprieve. So the fun little stamp set and bundle and die bundle that I ordered is called Hang and Ornament. And these are the pieces, a couple of ornaments just for you, all is merry, and then some little accessories as well. The die cuts are fun. It die cuts the ornament itself. I'll show you something fun about that here shortly. And then some little embellishments for that ornament. And I'll show you how I used those and a few other little accessories as well. What I really love about this bundle is its price point. It's $29.50. So it's really affordable. And I think when you see some of my samples, you'll see how versatile it can be. And I haven't even really explored all of the options. I sat down to play with it, to send out cards with my catalogs to customers. Hey, Terry. Hey, Kathy. Thanks so much for popping in this morning. So the Hang and Ornament, that will be available tonight, late tonight, 12:01 Mountain Time, or tomorrow, starting September 4th. So the fun thing about this is I did stamp this ornament on a piece of basic white cardstock with real red. And then I die cut it with this die. So you have a couple of options here. You could just leave it like you've decorated, of course. And then you could add this little pull note to it, and the recipient could pull it off. It just pops out real easily, just like this. They could pull it off, and then you could use it for a Christmas tag or an ornament on the tree. So a couple little possibilities there that's kind of fun. You'll see in my cards today that I basically stamped and then die cut. So, hey, Patricia, thanks for joining. So in the future, I'll try kind of the pop-out card and decorate. There is an example in the catalog. So with the cards today, I'm also using, hey, Patricia, thanks so much for joining. Thanks, everybody, for being here, for liking, sharing, commenting. I appreciate it. Hey, Lori, thanks for joining. So this designer series paper is called Take a Bow or Take a Bow. It's B-O-W. Use it either way. So what's interesting about this designer series paper is that you get 12 sheets of each of these design in one package. So if you're making a bunch of cards, you won't have to buy a whole bunch of packages. So, hey Vicky, thanks for popping in. This is the one side of each of those, real red, garden green, granny apple green. And then let me pop this over, and here's the other sheets. So very versatile, just some fun, really traditional Christmas colors that I just absolutely love. So I've really dug into my sheets already and have been crafting away with that. Another really fun thing I use in the cards today is a glimmer paper packet. And I've die cut some of those ornaments just for fun. I was trying to decide exactly what to do with those. So there's red, granny apple green, and garden green. Hey Joyce, thanks for popping in. And then what's even more fun, I bought all the embellishments. I bought all the ribbon because I could pre-order, and I'm in love with all of it. And I think these are going to be so super popular. These are called the Real Red and White Adhesive Backed Peppermints. Hey Brenda, thanks so much for popping in, playing with some new products from the holiday catalog today. Aren't those fun? They come in 3 different sizes, and they're really flat, really fun. I think those will be really popular items. All right, so now that we've reviewed the kind of the things I was using, let's also, we'll show you some card samples. All right, let's show you the first one. So here I used, there's my ornament with that red glimmer paper. And then there's also a little ornament topper that I did with the red glimmer paper. So these strips of that designer series paper measure 5 by 1 1/8. And I'm using the nested essential dies. I did use the sentiment is from Greetings of the Season. This is an online exclusive. It's available online. If you need me to help you find it, I'd love to help you. It's a builder. So I grabbed Merry and Christmas, and I stamped that. All right, so that's one sample, just really basic. Oh, I also forgot to mention too, there's some red and white baker's twine. So that's going to be really fun as well. Hey, Joanne, thanks for joining. Again, just kind of keeping with the same, the designer series paper. Hey, Jeannie, the ornament. You can use any color strip in there. Oh, there's that fun glimmer paper. I was just really trying to see what I could come up with. This one doesn't use the ornament, but it does use that designer series paper. And oh, look at those peppermints. They're so cute. And that linen thread. And again, the nested essentials die. So very, very simple. Goes together very fast. Another one with the strips of designer series paper. I switched it up a little bit. I used the granny apple green base here instead of the white. Which do you like better? Also used that little design element instead of the other one. So it's just fun playing around with all the little pieces. And then one last one. Again, another strips. I did the strips, the 5 by 1 1/8. And just, again, really plain and simple, but easy to put together. Oh, look at those little peppermints. You like the one with the granny apple green? It does just pops just a little bit, huh, Brenda? Hey, Wendy, thanks so much for joining. Just playing around with some brand new products from Stampin' Up's mini catalog that goes live tomorrow. Thank you, Wendy. I appreciate that. All right, so let's just make one. And remember, if you get lost in the measurements as I go along, you can find me at kimplayswithpaper.com. I have a blog, and there are measurements on that blog. I do have a piece of real red, 8.5 by 5.5 that's scored at 4 1/4. 2 pieces of your basic white, 5 1/4 by 4. One for the inside. We'll need 3 strips of designer series paper, 5 by 1 1/8, and it truly is so hard to know which papers to use, but just play around with them and have some fun because they're all festive holiday papers. Then I have my white nested essentials dies, and I have pre-stamped and pre-cut my ornament, and I thought, oh, I cut a little, this is going to be one of the designer series paper pieces, so I cut a little design element there, and this teeny little piece that goes there, teeny little pieces. Yes, Brenda, the peppermints, those are I just think they're going to be so popular and so awesome. So if you want them, you need to grab them. All right. So let's just go ahead and stamp our Merry Christmas. We could do it with Granny Apple Green or Real Red. I think I'll go with the Granny Apple Green, just to stick with the sample so you can see how that works. And that is just going to go here, more or less on the right-hand side of that sentiment. That piece here, just going to give it a nice press, let that ink sink into our basic white cardstock. There we go. Remember, that came from Greetings of the Season. Alrighty, so then let's actually, to get these little pieces out of the way, let's grab a glue dot and put this little, I don't know, it's an ornament. It's a top capper. Hey, Susan, thanks for joining. What would you call that? A little, I don't know. It's a little embellishment. It's that little thing that goes on the top of the ornament that holds the, oh, and there's even one of these little, what do you call those? The things you hang on the tree. Okay. All right. Words aren't coming today. And then I did cut this little piece that's part of the dies out of the designer series paper. So I will just grab a couple of glue dots and hang those. I'll put the glue dots on the back of that and attach it. So just a fun little, like I said at the beginning, if you missed it, I love the price point of this. It's $29.50 for the stamp set and the dies, and it just holds so many possibilities, especially with that punch out option that I showed earlier as well. All right, just one of these basic white 5 1/4 by 4. I won't reinvent the wheel. I'll just put these exactly where I had them. And then, so remember, those are 5 by 1 1/8 inch. And I won't go too crazy trying to, I'm just going to eye it up. And I'm going to start with the middle one. Everybody has kind of a different way that they do something like that. But the middle one, if I get it almost where it's supposed to go, then I can make the other two kind of, there's quite a bit of white space there. So that's nice too, gives you a little leeway. So I'm really excited for that Stampin' Up! Catalog to go live tomorrow. In addition, we have some brand new scrapbooking products that go live tomorrow. Workshop scrapbooking kits. There are 4 of those, 2 holiday, one autumn and one Halloween. And some of the elements will be sold separately, like the designer series paper. And I have my eye on some of those. Sticker kits, just all kinds of fun things, two-tone paper. So if you're a scrapbooker, and even if you're not, there's a lot of exciting things to look for. So be sure to watch for that brochure tomorrow. It's online for now, but any demonstrator can help you find it, but I would love to help you as well. So now I am just applying this to the front of my real red base. And I noticed that I have that on a little crooked, but I'm just going to leave it because you know, it's handmade. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's how I have always, hey, Colleen, that's how I have always stamped. I started more than 30 years ago in Minnesota, and I wasn't a crafter, and the demonstrator said, it's handmade. It doesn't have to be perfect. So I was hooked from then on because I knew then that I had the license to be creative, but I didn't have to be perfect about it. And so that's just how I've been rolling. And some days are different than others. Some days you just have to say, step away from the stamps. But today we're good. I've already made some fall leaf cards. So I did pop, this is the Nested Essentials dies with the sentiment from the Greetings of the Season stamped in Granny Apple Green on the right hand side, so then I can pop up my ornament on that as well. If you don't want as much depth or to the card, you could put all of that on just flat without the dimensionals. It depends on where it's going and what you want it to do. So like I showed earlier how this was a punch out. So you could even, if you step these ornaments up, you could use them on your tree. You could use them on packages and like put a to and from on the back and put some ribbon on it. So lots of different things that you can do with that. And here is that red and white baker's twine, and I will just add a little bit of that to the ornament. I'll make a little bow. I usually take about 8 inches of that, but that's on my reorder list too. Just some fun little elements that add just that little bit extra to your card. And then I'll just try to make my little loopies here and grab a glue dot to put that on the knot and add that. You know, this card doesn't have any little embellishments. The other embellishments that work are the, I need to grab them. We'll see if they'll work, or we could use the peppermints. The other embellishments that work are these fun iridescent dots. There's some Granny Apple Green. But you know what? We have peppermints, and they're so stinking cute. We should just use them. So maybe I'll use these teeny little baby ones. They're just put a couple on there to add some interest, and just because they have the cute factor. That's what's most important. The cute factor. And dress up that little label. And then what you could do is add some of your leftover designer series paper, hook it to maybe the bottom of that like I did here, attach it, and then you could write your sentiment inside and send it off. Let me quick show you just a few of the other designs. Like I said, there are just so many possibilities, and the price point of this is just amazing at $29.50. The designer series paper that I showed you, you get 12 of each sheet. So you don't have to buy like a bunch of packages to get your cards done. Hey, Connie, thanks for joining. So I'll just lay these cards out and you can kind of see those samples. Like I say, I haven't even scratched the surface of what you can do with this fun little bundle, but I look forward to playing with it in the future. The card with the peppermints, sure, the one I just made. This one, that's what we just made. Kathy, if that's not what you mean, give me a shout and I'll try again. Hey, Corey, thanks for joining. Hey, Teresa, thanks for popping in. So there we are. Just a reminder, get excited. The holiday mini goes live 12:01 midnight tonight. Let me know if you need any help ordering or getting a catalog. I can do that. And also look for those scrapbooking kits that are coming. And there are also like new stamp sets included with those kits that you can buy separately. Trust me, lots of really fun things. So thanks so much for joining, everyone. Look for me online at kimplayswithpaper.com. Have a great rest of your day and the week and weekend, and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much, everybody. Until then, happy stamping.